The perception that apples don't do in Teso in Africa is a false narrative. This is the reality here. Some of these things is not all about documentations, but it has to be factual and reality. So I tested it, I read it, I tested it, and it's working.
So please come and get apple from the source.
Yes, and
Wow.
Organic, no chemicals.
No chemical. Here. Oh my God.
Wow. Just pluck it and eat the way it is here.
Wow, wow, wow.
Yes.
Thank you so much, guys. Once more, welcome to Jokea Services again. And today we are here in Soroti City, where we are having this farming. And I'm going to introduce you our farmer here in Teso. And I know most of you will be very interested because in front of us here is an apple. Me, I saw apple. Yeah, they just bring from somewhere outside Teso. Kumbe it can grow from here. Wow. Please tell us your name and how you started this one.
My name is Gela Patrick. I'm a fruit farmer. I grow here several fruit trees from apples, passion fruit, pineapple, soursop, pawpaws, and the rest, bananas, gonja. All of them are here in the farm.
Wow.
The perception that apples don't do in Teso in Africa is a false narrative. This is the reality here. Some of these things is not all about documentations, but it has to be factual and reality. So I tested it, I read it, I tested it, and it's working. Now this tree is around 12 months, and already it has fruits here.
Wow.
Yes, and on the farm here, we have around 1,300 trees.
Wow. Wow.
Yeah.
So this was like the full tree. After 1 year, it starts giving the fruits.
Yes, actually by 9 months, it will start flowering, then you give it 3 months, then it will be having the fruit like the way it is here now.
Wow. Like a big one can have how many fruits?
Depending on the branches, the more branches you have, the more fruits you have.
Wow.
For example, in each notch here, you'll find out this one has 3.
Yes.
So now if you have 3, 4, actually the whole entire tree, the more branches, let's assume you have 10 branches, times 3.
Times 3.
Yes. Times how many notes here? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. I mean,
so all these notes here are going to be fruits.
Yes.
Wow.
Yes.
So let's assume a tree.
3,000. It will give you 3,000 fruits.
Wow.
And it's continuous. It's not something that stops.
And it is going to grow bigger.
Yes. Yes,
wow.
It's going to grow. But now for us, I want to keep it short for easy harvesting and also to avoid the buds.
Wow.
Yes. So we have done tipping here on top. To make sure that, so now here it will just be only fruits, new fruits like that.
So like in terms of here, an apple is how much? Very many people love apple. Outside.
Yes, the price varies. For example, for this one is an organic. It is going for 2,000 shillings.
Wow.
The one which is an organic is ranging at 1,000 shillings.
Guys, 2,000. Oh, let me even talk about 1,000.
Yes.
1,000 times 3,000. That's already 3 million.
Yes.
Guys, 3 million, one fruit.
One tree.
Is Africa poor?
No.
Wow. Please tell people about this.
Now this, depending on where you are, it's only on you to get the right seedling. That's one. 2, the soil may not be the problem. Right seedling, manure, and water. Those are the things you need.
Maybe how can we get now the right seedling? Because
now the right seedling, you have to contact their farms that raise them.
Okay.
And also there are people who are specialized in them.
So even you got from another farm?
So, yes, from another farm.
Yeah. And people say Africa is poor. Is Africa really poor?
No.
Wow.
That's just a perception people have. But the reality is here.
Wow.
Yes.
So you were telling us that you can get the seedling from farmers who have seedlings outside there. So a seedling can cost like how much?
It ranges between 25,000 to 40,000 depending on the variety.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow. So guys, that is what is happening here. I know very many people outside there may not know that apples grow here in Teso. And when you just come to Soroti and contact him, I'm going to leave the number there and you just come with, you know, girlfriends love this. So please come and get apple from the source.
Yes, and
Wow.
organic,
Organic,
no chemicals.
no chemical. Oh my God. Wow.
Just pluck it and eat the way it is here.
Wow, wow, wow.
Yes. Yeah. So this one is called pears also here. This one also is believed doesn't grow in Africa, but it does.
Wow.
Yes. So this is also pears here.
So this one is also a fruit.
Yes.
Wow.
This is called pears.
Guys, I don't know this one here, by the way.
Yeah, this is called pears.
If you know it, put it in the comment section.
Yeah.
For me, I really don't know this, but I'm going to see the fruit. So guys, today we are showing you the fruits here. This is a fruit farm.
Yes.
And we are having the other one.
This is a sour
Thank
soap.
you. Wow.
So this is also sour soap here.
Wow.
Yes.
It looks like a bokotoro. There are people who call it. But the other one is different. A bokotoro. Then yes, local. Yeah. So that is that. We are going to take you.
The dragon
to another one.
fruit here.
Then we are having these ones here.
Don't forget about this one, you see.
Yes. And this is pineapple.
This is pineapple already.
So pineapple.
Now, this one was just a model which I wanted to show people that you can have a small piece, but you can grow so many things. You can see here you have apple, sour soap, pineapple, and also the dragon fruit and the pears in the same garden.
Wow. That's how we can be able to make a hotel. We can't have a simple hotel.
Even the other purpose.
We are going to look at
Now this one is also the dragon fruit, the world's most expensive fruit. It's also here in Teso.
Wow.
Yes.
How good is this one here?
Very good. This is the most medicinal, most expensive, most valuable fruit in the world.
Wow. This one is called what?
Dragon fruit.
Dragon fruit, guys. I know people have fruits there, but you may not have these. And I think every family should have all kinds of fruits. Wow.
This one you already have the seedlings.
Hey.
Yeah, you have the seedlings.
Okay.
So you can see all these. These are supposed to go to the bed. These are also big here.
Hey.
So now once I remove those ones, this is it's about to flower.
Hey, this one is about to flower.
Yeah, this is one to flower.
Please come with us, guys. This is still apple.
yeah.
The other one you already harvested. We had harvested the fruit here,
Okay.
and there was there.
The fruit was here also.
Yeah, so the flower.
Wow, guys, thank you so much. We have brought you to this section here where we are now having a lot of apples. And guys, this is still Teso. Many people have a perception that apples don't grow well here in Teso, and you've never even tasted it. But here we are doing it practically with our brother who has done it, and I see the thing is doing very well here. So how many are here?
In total at the farm there are 1,300. They are divided into sections because we wanted to have continuous production, so that the ones which are fruiting, flowering, and those ones which are about to flower, like that.
Wow.
So the difference.
Wow. So guys, you will do your calculation alone. 1,000 times 3 million, you'll do it alone. But I want to ask my brother, why fruit? Because there are so many types of farming, but you chose to do fruit, mostly apple. What inspired you to
As
do
always,
apple?
they say that one apple a day keeps the doctor away. And fruits are very nutritive and also for good health. Most of the people are suffering these days because of poor health, and it is fruits which can boost our immunity and also the growth of children. Yes. Because if you go to the hospital, they tell you go and get a fruit.
Yes.
Go and get a passion fruit or get something like that. Yeah, that inspired me a lot. And also to encourage the youth, instead of just sitting there, you can do something. This is a tree. Just to maintain it and gives you the money in about 1 year.
Wow.
Yes.
So why is it put like this?
Now, why it's having this hip is because we wanted for root development more and to make it more firm.
Okay.
And also retaining water, because this soil will retain more water and prevent, also when the sun is there, it prevents direct hitting of the roots.
Okay.
Yes, because already there's 2 feet down.
Wow.
Yes.
What could be your advice to the youths who are watching you outside there about fruit farming?
Now, my advice to the youth that stop listening, start to act. There's money in action than only listening.
Wow.
Because the more you listen, you get confused. But the more you act, the more you get experience and you get knowledge out of it. I listened and I practiced it already. This is not the practical of it.
Wow.
And this can earn you a lot. And this tree, its lifespan is 80 years.
Wow.
So you imagine you planted it now.
You leave it there.
You
even
leave
the
it there.
children will take.
Huh? And it's something which is continuous. Once it is fruiting, it's flowering, and you're harvesting at the same time. And
But does it have season, so it gives fruits once?
it gives fruit continuous.
Hey.
Yes.
Okay.
So for example, after every 4 months, you are harvesting.
Hey.
Yes, you are harvesting. So 3 times a year, you'll find out that by the time the fruit is maturing, it's already flowering.
Wow.
The other one is already giving the fruits, already putting more.
Wow. That is so interesting, guys, outside there. Allow me introduce the expert here who trains many farmers outside there how to do fruit farming here. If you can tell us more about apples again.
Oh,
How can someone start this business and become successful?
first of all, starting by the name, I'm called Ariko Abraham, an apple farmer, and also apple farmer, a trainer on apple growing and other fruits. So I am basically in charge agri department in the middle organization, where we have decided to incorporate a lot of activities, most especially in agriculture, in animal sector, and then in crop sector. So I'm the one handling crop sector, and we are very excited that we are moving around and identifying farmers that need this technical knowledge and helping and supporting them in all ways. I'm happy we are here today in IP Farm with our friend, one of the most successful youth who has taken charge of the idea of apples, and he has decided to do it, not just listen as he said. And he has already now 1,300 apple seedlings here. And right now we are here just because he heard of it and he took action and he planted it. Us appearing here alone with the media like this means he's already getting exposed. So these are apples called, its species is called Wambugu.
Okay.
Yeah, so this
Just different species.
it has got 102 varieties.
Wow.
When we only know about the 2 common ones in supermarkets,
Yes.
the red one and the green one, all of them have even their names.
Okay.
But then, unfortunately, because it's a new thing,
So for us, we call
we
green
give
apple.
them
Give me green
names
apple.
according to their colors or
Okay.
according to their feeling.
Yes.
The sweet one, the other one,
The sweet
just
apple.
like- yes. But in actual sense, these apples are named after the founders of this species.
Okay.
Yeah, you find there is the Josette Golden, you find there is Anna. Probably these are names that we name people
Initiated.
to initiate
Okay.
the variety.
So this one is called what?
This is called Wambugu apple.
Wambugu apple.
A variety that was identified by a certain Kenyan man who has now propelled, and it is a good variety, and we are encouraging the community.
Wow.
It is
So-
an African innovation.
So the fruit is from Africa.
The fruit is from Africa.
Wow, to the whites who are watching us from wherever you are, those ones from UK. This one here, this one is now ours. It is
Yes.
from Africa,
Yes.
innovated from Kenya. We need to salute the Kenyan people. By the way, they are our second subscribers, following Uganda and followed by USA.
Oh, wow.
So for all our subscribers in Kenya, we want to salute you. This apple comes from your country. Thank you so much for that. So if someone now wants in Uganda here, because I know after this video, very many farmers in Teso will need to start this business. How will they get the seedlings?
All right, now talking about the seedlings, we are partnering with very many farmers who can have the seedlings in their farms, but they do not know that they have even the seedlings in their farms.
Hey.
So what we do, we come and harvest apple rootstocks from farms, and then we go and prepare them, graft them, so we sell to the community. So the apples can be got here in Soroti.
Hey.
Apple seedlings are here in Soroti. Right now we have already a nursery of apples being prepared.
Wow.
But we encourage farmers to grow these trees, because under these trees we harvest rootstocks from it, and then those are the rootstocks that we need to graft to turn into the real apple.
Okay.
We graft in a variety that is desired by a client from the 102 varieties, but also advising them on which one does best in which area. Wow. Because we have tropical apples, we have Mediterranean apples, we have equatorial apples. Apples are differed by the climate. You may decide to bring a Mediterranean apple here in a hot climate and realize that they are dying. Then you come and you start complaining, wondering what is causing the death rate, and yet it is specifically you brought something that is not of the climate.
Wow.
So these tropical apples by nature have fibrous roots. So fibrous roots meaning they are able to survive in this harsh climate, and the nature it has been actually designed to survive in the harsh climate. Okay. So now when you bring an equatorial apple this side, it just dies. The rooting system differs. It desires a lot of water at a certain temperature. The roots can just maybe the roots desire a very cold place. So when you bring them here, the conditions don't favor it and it dies off.
Wow. Wow, thank you so much, guys. We are here in Soroti city, and I believe nowadays whatever, that is what people say, whatever is put in Teso turns the name to be sweet. If it's apple, it becomes sweet apple. If it's purple, it becomes sweet purple. If it's the potatoes, sweet potatoes, sweet papali. So, oh my God.
So,
yes.
Also, some people like asking, prefer asking questions like, how long will it take to fruit?
Yeah.
From the time of planting, this apple seedling takes 1.5 years to start fruiting.
Okay.
Again, after it fruits, it only takes about 3 months for the fruit to mature. Meaning in a year, you harvest 2 clear seasons.
Wow.
So you can harvest 2 clear seasons. There is one thing I don't want people to forget about, is that the apple as a tree starts to benefit you even before it starts fruiting.
Hey, let's start from
I talked about the rootstock harvesting.
Yeah.
Each rootstock that is harvested from your tree is not taken for free. It's purchased.
And I'm told beyond 25,000.
It's expensive. And wow. Then the leaves, this leaf of an apple tree, makes tea leaves.
Hey.
So we have right now in IP farm here, we already have some few bottles for apple tea leaves made out of the leaves.
Wow. And
it's natural. Wow. There is no chemical. So you realize that these apples, 1,300 seedlings of apples, given some 2 years from now, will be making each tree from here just on tea leaves in a season.
Yes.
Can be making for you 150,000 and above just on tea leaves. Because we remove all these leaves after harvesting the fruits from here, we remove even the leaves, okay, for preparing tea leaves. As we remove the leaves, it does not shed its own leaves. Hey, so we relieve it. It's like renewing the edge.
Okay.
Yeah. So immediately you remove these leaves, you realize the tree refreshes and even breaks out the new leaves with even more flowers.
Okay.
So when you go back to the other tree that has fruited, the other species, not Wambugu, you realize what I'm talking about is real.
Yeah.
There's a tree we sampled removing one side leaves and then leaving one side. So we realized that the side that we removed the leaves became more active, it became renewed, refreshed, and it brought now flowers, while even these other fruits, they continue.
I know many farmers are going to disturb me outside there. What is your last message to farmers who want to join the apple farming?
Now, to my farmers down there, in Teso here, we realize that our land favors fruit growing. Be it apple, be it dragon fruit, be it purpose, be it what, as long as you have the land, please go ahead and do. It is better than other fruits. Actually, an apple tree is better than very many fruits. It is that we have been struggling with, and they've been not able to give us the right direction financially. Look at the distance between these apples. Just 3 by 3, 4 by 4, even 2 by 2.
Let me count.
Yes.
1, 2, 3. We can use like 3.
So that's 3, but we can use 2 meters by 2 meters as well.
Hey, 2 meters by 2
depending on
meters.
the altitude.
Wow.
So you realize that if this tree is able to produce for you just only in tea leaves maybe 150,000 shillings, and you have the fruits, maybe it has given you 400 fruits, 500 fruits, in 2 seasons in the beginning like this, before it excels to the 3,000 fruits in a year in calculation. So how much do you harvest in one tree per year? And it is, you've given a distance of 2 by 2. You're harvesting more than almost 4 million
Yeah.
from a
Just
seedling, from a tree,
From
a
from
plant.
tea leaves. Yes.
from tea leaf and the whole thing
And-
now
and the whole
in
thing.
wholesome.
Wow.
So now if you have apples that are in that distancing, and you compare it with maybe, let me say, I want to talk about maybe oranges, where you're putting 5 by 5 or 6 by 6 meters, and a tree is giving you 2 bags. Right now, when you look at 2 bags in Uganda, that's how much?
60 minimum.
60,000 minimum,
30,000
or even
a bag.
50.
Yeah. Sometimes 25.
Sometimes-
Comes even to 18.
Yes. So now, when you compare these trees, you realize that we are wasting energy, efforts, and 2 things that may not rescue us from the situation that we're in right now. We need right now something that takes a small space, that takes a small time, but it is able to take us to another direction. An apple is a delicacy all over Africa, I mean all over the world. So it's needed all over the world. So I encourage farmers to go into this than actually struggling with plants that we have tried, the crops that we have tried for long, and they are not taking us very far. I'm not discouraging farmers from planting other plants, but then also be very, very innovative in this sector, so that you see which is the current, and which one is does better than the other. Okay, now this is what you need to do first as a farmer. By the time you develop an idea of involving yourself into this business of apple, first of all, ask yourself, which is this land that I want to plant these trees? Is it a swampy place or upland? So the apple tree does not prefer swampy areas or areas that are dampy, areas that have waterlogging. So it needs simple things like an apple needs a cool area. These are tropical apples. Tropical apples.
Okay.
Tropical means a hot climate.
Yes.
So make sure you plant these apples not in the swamp. Plant them in the upland. That's 1. 2, dig a pit. A pit that is 2 by 2 meters. I mean 4 by 4 feet squared. 4 by 4 squared. Yes, yes.
4 deep.
No, 4 by 4 squared. Just measure 4 by 4 squared on top. Feet.
Yes.
And then you measure 1.5 feet down.
Okay.
Dig 1 foot